Cornish Pixies. The Cornish Pixies were a fairy tribe in Cornwall that were said to have been helpful yet mischievous and were often blamed for leading travellers astray. There are many tales of their origins, such as being wandering pagan souls stuck in limbo or even the UN-christened souls of babies. The cheeky creatures were said to shrink and shrink until they were no more.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
One of the tales of these pesky pixies is set not far from Truro, near to our luxury Cornish cottages. The tale tells the story of a little boy who wandered away from his home in St. Allan into a small valley, in search of flowers. When the little boy didn't return, the villagers searched everywhere for him. On the third day, he reappeared exactly where he had been last seen. He didn't remember being gone and was completely unharmed. He said he had followed a singing bird into the forest, where night had suddenly fallen. At first, he thought stars surrounded him, but soon realized the shining lights were, in fact, tiny beings, the pixies. They led the boy to a sparkling cave full of riches and gave him honey to eat before singing him to sleep. He then awoke.
Back in the valley. Well, there you go. That's story 1 of 3 Strange Tales from Cornwall. Well, this is story 2 of episode 9, Subterranean Hauntings in Cornwall. However haunted, Cornwall's ghosts and spectres are not confined to those old ruins and ancient relics. Indeed, many Cornish hauntings take place deep beneath the bleak sedges and wind-rattled grasses of its moors and sea cliffs. For centuries, Cornwall's most precious resource was tin, and several of Cornwall's haunted locations are situated in the abandoned tin mines that litter the landscape, their skeletal buildings looming eerily against the scudding clouds, and from which the ghosts of long dead miners seem loath to depart. A major superstition amongst those long gone miners was an implicit belief in the existence of the knockers. These were mysterious supernatural creatures who could wreak havoc on the dangerous working environment in which the miners worked. Well, hey, there you go, that's story 2. Up next, story 3. Well, here we are, episode 9. This is the last story. Pasties and poltergeists. The knockers are an integral part of Cornish folklore. They would hide, steal, or simply move the personal property of the miners. They could often be heard hammering away deep within the mines, hence their name. Worse still, if suitably antagonised, these malicious creatures might even cause a mine to collapse. All manner of superstitions grew up around the knockers, and many different methods were used to placate them. One such method involved the ubiquitous Cornish pasty, that staple of many a pub lunch and hurried roadside snack, the origins of which are rooted firmly in Cornwall's tin mining heritage. The Cornish pasty was developed to provide the miners with a hearty midday meal during their grueling shifts, spent working so deep beneath the ground that ascending for lunch was quite simply not an option. It was quite common for miners to leave a piece of the crust of their meal in a dark corner of the mine as a peace offering to the dreaded knockers, in the hope that it would persuade them to spare the one who had left the offering from any malicious activity. Well, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed episode 9 of Beyond the Known World. It's the last episode in 2 weeks' time of this series of Beyond the Known World, and then the following series will be the following year. There's only one a year, so look forward to episode 10, the final episode in this series, in 2 weeks' time.